Laura Khan, Inside Story, Al Jazeera.
All right, let's bring in our guests. In Islamabad is Maliha Lodi, a columnist for Dawn newspaper and a former Pakistani ambassador. From Kolkata, we're joined by Sumatra Bose, a political scientist and author of Kashmir at the Crossroads Inside a 21st Century Conflict. And in Washington, D.C., is Elizabeth Threlkeld, a senior fellow and director of the South Asia program at the Stimson Center. Welcome to all of you. I want to start, Maliha and Sumatra, with the same question to both of you, which is the feeling, the mood in India and Pakistan right now. And I understand that you're both, very keen political analysts and observers, but we have time for politics in this discussion. We'll get to that. Right now, what I'm getting at is really the depth of feeling. What people around you and in the wider community are saying in the aftermath of this attack. And Sumatra, you're in India, which has just experienced the worst attack on civilians in Indian-administered Kashmir in a quarter of a century. So let's start with you.
India at the moment is dominated by a hyper-nationalist atmosphere. There is a media frenzy. There is widespread outrage among the public, calls for revenge and retribution. And of course, Prime Minister Modi's pugnacious speech yesterday added further fuel to that fire. So the atmosphere here throughout India is not just inflamed, but fevered, especially because the slain tourists came from all over India. So the bodies have been returning to cities throughout the country. At least 3 have returned to my home state, West Bengal, of which Kolkata is the capital. So the atmosphere is absolutely fevered, and the media, or large parts of the Indian media, is playing a big role in stoking the shock and outrage that has engulfed the country.
Maliha, what does it feel like at the moment on your end?
It's a very somber mood here. There's a great deal of apprehension about what might happen next because the tensions between the two countries have already pushed the region onto uncharted territory. And both neighbors, nuclear neighbors, are on the brink of a more dangerous confrontation. So therefore, there are fears, especially because of speeches by Prime Minister Modi, as well as the Indian media, which has been in overdrive, which suggest that India may be contemplating taking kinetic action against Pakistan. And then, of course, that would mean a very strong, robust response from Pakistan. So the fear and the apprehension really is focused on the fact that we could be on the threshold of a full-blown crisis.